Hello and welcome to week 6, piece 12 of the Wall of Stitches crochet along. And this piece we're making the Glover stitch. So this is quite a loose stitch. It does work up rather strangely when it comes to the end of the rows. So you just need to make extra notes about how you end and start each new row. So to start this stitch, you're going to need a foundation chain of 31. So to start the Glover stitch, we're going to be working in the second chain from our hook. So you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. Now go into yarn over and insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. So now you've got 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. So our first Glover stitch counts as the first stitch of our row. Then we're going to chain 1. And we're going to repeat this across the row. So into the next stitch, insert your hook. So you don't yarn over first, it's just straight into the stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain. Yarn over, pull up a loop. 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops and chain 1. Okay, so these are your little Glover stitches. And that's the repeat across the row. Make a Glover stitch, then chain 1. So each Glover stitch is worked over 2 chains. Okay, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, and then chain 1. Then you're going to repeat that across the row. Okay, so last 2 chains of the row, we'll make our last Glover stitch. Yarn over, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through both loops, chain 1. Turn, make another chain 1. Okay, so now we're on to row 2. Okay, so row 1 looks like this from the back. Okay, so to start your row, you're going to insert your hook into the second chain from your hook. So that's the chain 1 that we finished row 1 with. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, which is the first proper stitch of the row. So that's into that Glover stitch in the row below. Insert your hook into that stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. 4 loops on your hook, same as before. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. So this counts as the first stitch of our row, and then we chain 1. Okay, so here we change it up a little bit. So to start the next Glover stitch, you're going to work it into the front loop only of the next stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, insert your hook into both loops of the next stitch. Husky hair in the way. Yarn over, pull up a loop. 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all loops, chain 1. Okay, so this is how we're going to make our Glover stitches from now on. Insert your hook into the front loop only of the next stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, insert your hook into both loops of the next stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop. 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, chain 1. Okay, so I recommend making sure that you keep your chain 1s nice and loose, because you would do work in each row. And you carry that on all the way across the row. So insert your hook into the front loop only of the next stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, insert your hook into both loops of the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops on your hook, and then chain 1. Okay, so 2 stitches left. Into the front loop of the next stitch only, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook into both stitches of the next stitch, which is the last stitch of your row, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops, chain 1, and turn, chain 1 again. So to start each row, you essentially have a chain 2. One of those chains is chain 1 from the last repeat of the last row. And then we have 1 more chain to get started with our new row. And your first clover stitch of each row will start in that second chain from your hook, which is technically the last stitch of the last row. Doesn't feel like it. And then you work the second part into that top of that first clover stitch. Okay, so the rest of the clover stitch is a repeat of row 2. So the first part of your stitch is made in the front loop only, and the second part of the stitch is made in both loops. So to complete your Glover piece, you're going to be repeating row 2 until you have 14 rows in total. Once you finish row 14, you can cut off and weave in your ends, and then it's time to add our border. So for this one, you're going to be making a single crochet in each stitch across the top and bottom to make 30 stitches in total. Then down the sides, you're going to make 1 single crochet into the side of every row, making 14 stitches. And of course, you add your extra stitch in the corner for the turn. Once you've finished your first round, you can go ahead and make the next 2 rounds as well. And if you need a reminder on how to make the border, click the link that's on your screen, or go to this description beneath the video, and the link is there as well. So once you've finished the Glover piece, you're going to be attaching this one to your other piece for this week, the compress piece, using the flat braid join. Again, if you need a reminder, the link is on screen or in the description of the video. So if you have any questions, please do come over to our Facebook group, Froggity Frogs Ribbons and Stitch, and you can join in the chat there, and of course, show off your pieces as well. I always love to see how you're getting on. So that's week 6 complete, and I shall see you next week for our next 2 pieces. Bye for now.